You'll get him next time.
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, well, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, you know, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. Look, I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not gonna happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue. That's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You gotta remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now, at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we gotta be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want to slow play it.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man?
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there, I'm your guy. Let's get it.
Okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you.
About game time. Bring the pain time.
Every year, sure. That's not.
DC, here we go, Wizards!
Well, Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard to say. The year is just getting started. You just never...
Throw the gas, MP.
Don't get used to it. That lead is slipping.
Entire new group here. Drummond's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. MP is checked in for DeRozan. And it's Caruso in for Ball. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Zach LaVine. Andre Drummond is out there with Green. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's MP in at the 2. And here's Barton outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Back to Gafford. The kick out to Barton. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Back to Caruso. MP outside. From 9 feet out. Tries again. Drummond with the bucket.
And he can intimidate. He comes from the elbows, he attacks the offensive glass, and he gives you second possession.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Apia. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And here's Barton outside. Drummond grabs the miss.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
MP shot is off. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Barton, the pass to Wright. And a foul called on the way up. So
first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Washington. At the line for 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Chicago leading. Now Caruso. MP outside. Shoots from 12. Again, MP missing. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter.
The Wizards. 13. The Bulls. 21.
You're gonna wake up from this dream soon.
No let up.
Here for Chicago. Green's checked in for Drummond. LaVine comes in for DeRozan. MP is checked in for White. And it's Ball in for DeSumo. And so in the game for the Bulls, Zach LaVine out there with Green. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's MP. And it's Ball in at the 1.
Monte Morris is a nice second point guard to have on the roster. A very good scorer who contributes in a lot of other ways.
And again, Chicago, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And with Monte Morris, he's been steady throughout his career.
Well, I'll tell you what, Washington did a good job picking up a stud like this. He shoots a high percentage, he takes care of the ball, and someone that the coach is going to give a lot of responsibility to in this team.
Substitution on the court.
Caruso, he's checked in for Chicago. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. Levine passes to Vucevic. And here's Caruso, hounded by Wright. Vucevic, a screen on Wright. Here's Caruso, and Gafford with the block. And it's out of bounds.
No substitution. Patrick Williams.
And here's Caruso outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Wright up top. He's guarded by Caruso. Gafford finds Wright. Five to shoot. Up and in from the low block. Wright's got 6.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Outside Levine. Right side, Williams. And that one hits the back iron.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Beal with it. He's got 11. Gafford with a screen on Caruso. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for Washington, and that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge.
Good ball.
Welcome, everyone. Tight game tonight. You two ever playing a... And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards. And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, DeMar DeRozan has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about his dime dropping in the first half?
On the court.
You need a spark. See what you can do.
In for Wright. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. We've got Kristaps Porzingis. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
But, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Porzingis with a screen on MP. Left side, Porzingis. Hachimura from long range. Counted from distance. Hachimura's got 10 points.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Outside White. Pass to MP. Lets it fly. Barton pulls it in. Barton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hachimura with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 5-point Wizard lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And shooters must be.
Wright's checked in for Hachimura. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Caruso comes in for DeSumo. Vucevic, a screen on Morris. Caruso with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And the basket is good. He got it to
Porzingis. Second personal foul. At the line for the Bulls.
Kuzma's checked in.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggle to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Kuzma outside. Gafford with a screen on Vucevic. Here's Kuzma. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma hits them both.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Caruso against Wright. Caruso outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Caruso's got his first bucket in this one.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Bradley Beal.
61.
Yep.
All you, MP. You got this.
For Levine. On the court for Chicago. And at forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. MP is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
Pass to Williams. DeRozan outside. Here's an 8-footer. Again, the Bulls score.
Yeah, man. DeRozan.
Left to play in the 4th quarter. Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Wes Unseld Jr. had to say to his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Thanks for that, Allie. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pass to MP. From the wing. Here's Drummond. Count it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
So it's Washington now. And here's Beal. Lets it go from 11. Williams grabs the board. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the 4th. And it's in. Now a timeout called by Washington.
Timeout on the floor. Washington timeout. There you get loud. DC family, make some noise.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Beal. Good work defensively by Drummond.
Kristaps Porzingis. Fourth personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Andre Drummond. Taking 2 shots. Timeout on the floor. Bulls timeout. DC family. Wizards answer.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage.
Bradley Beal. Fifth personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Number 34. At the line for 2.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
You got to believe in Beal. You can see why.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be... So the Bulls win it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.